right, we are back on taxes because I can't get enough. Glutton for punishment or something. So let's go through the deck. So what do we have here? We have a 80 card pile. Green, white, Yorion, Death, and Taxes. And this is a list I saw that 5-0'd recently. I forgot to grab the name of the person who 5-0'd with it, so if it's you, leave a comment down below, or if you know who it is, let me know. Having said that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Helps out the channel a lot. You guys have pumped us up to 250 subscribers over the last couple of weeks. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So, the deck. We have 4 branch loft pathways, 2 brushlands, 1 castle Ardenvale, 2 field ruins, Gavany Township, 4 ghost quarters because we're taxes, 4 horizon canopies, 4 razorverge thickets, some basics, snow covered because why not, and a few temple gardens. That's it for the mana base. Pretty standard there, nothing too fancy. The original list I don't think have the Gavany Township, which I felt like, why wouldn't you just have a Gavany Township? And it also didn't have a Castle Ardenvale, and again, it was just kind of one of those things I felt was kind of a free roll. Blood Moon is not super prevalent in the meta unless you're Kai guy, and so it feels okay to kind of cut a couple basics, to run some utility lands. In the main body of the deck, we have 4 Giver of Runes, 4 Path of Exile, 4 Noble Hierarchs, and 4 Aether Vial in the 1-drop slots. Again, nothing too crazy there. Exactly what you want as a green-white taxes list. We have 2 Charming Prince. Those were also an addition that I added because I just love Charming Prince. And in an 80-card deck, being able to scry and actually find things seems pretty relevant. 4 Leonin Arbiter, 4 Stoneforge Mystic because we love non-bows. 4 Talia Guardian of Thraben because it's just really good right now. 2 Archon of Emeria because land decks are annoying. It also stops Storm and a couple other different combo decks, so pretty useful. 1 Aven Mind Sensor, again, because of all the different lands decks. Aven Mind Sensor, good in conjunction with your Arbiters, can flash it down, it's a flyer, so it has some relevance to it beyond just hitting land decks. We'll get to that package later. We got 4 Flicker Wisp, 4 Skyclave Apparition, because Skyclave Apparition is the thing you want to be running above all else. 2 Eternal Witnesses to get back our stuff after it inevitably dies. 1 Kazandu Mammoth. I think there were more in the original deck. I cut a couple down. We have a lot of lands already. Plus we have nobles, plus we have vials, plus we have Cocos, so, well, Coco doesn't really help you out with land, but, so, this is good, but, we're not a landfall deck. We might get 1 land drop a turn, sometimes 2 with, a Field of Ruin activation, but we're not making this thing huge that often. It's nice as, an extra land sometimes. You can also, Flicker Wisp it, to flip it over into a creature after you've played it as a land if you no longer need that land. So it definitely has some utility, but it's not, I didn't feel like it was that crazy, so we only ran 1. It is good with Collected Company, of which we're running 4. This is the first time I've actually run 4 Aether Vial, 4 Company in a deck together at the same time. So, baby's first Coco Vial deck. I'm a little dubious. I know we're running green-white, so, Coco is really good. We're running 80 cards, so we can still have, a big chunk of creatures and stuff, but I don't know. This may be... I feel like maybe you just cut one or the other. And if I have to cut one, I'm cutting Coco, I feel like. But we'll try it out. We'll see it. We'll see it in action. We do have a lot of creatures, even though we have some other non-land or non-creature spells. There's still quite a few. Stoneforge package, Batterskull, Maul of Skyclaves, Sword of Fire and Ace. Pretty standard there. In the sideboard, we have... Pulling over, come on. We have our companion, Yorion, of course. We have 4 Burnt Forge Tenders because red decks are everywhere. We need to be able to beat those. 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Winds of Abandon, another Aven Mind Sensor, 2 Aven Mind Sensors in the sideboard. Again, for those land decks, because Uro and Titans are just smashing everything right now, so... they're in there. We'll see if that can save us. 2 Mirror Constators and 2 Friction Revokers. I did tweak the sideboard a little bit just because of some of the meta stuff I've been seeing. So I feel like the Revokers are really good right now. You could also, I think there's a pretty big argument to switch these out for Pithing Needles. Because we're running Coco and, you know, all that, I did go with the Revokers, but I could definitely see a strong argument for Pithing Needle just because of the land synergies that are happening. And Phyrexian Revoker cannot name lands, whereas Pithing Needle can. Phyrexian Revoker can name things that do make mana, and can stop them from making mana, but cannot name lands themselves. So there's definitely a strong argument there that they could be Pithing Needle instead. Yorion sideboards are always interesting because you're running an 80-card deck, so finding your, you know, silver bullets or whatever is a little bit more difficult. Hey there, Crookshanks. I'm gonna get some tail action. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if we can find any of our pieces when we need to, as always, in a Yorion deck. Again, that's why I bring in the Charming Princes. I feel like being able to scry in this deck is really important, just because you need to be able to find things. Like that is definitely a real challenge with a Yorion deck. So we're gonna give it a roll in a league and see how we do. This is my first. Well, no, is it? I don't know. We're gonna try it out. We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get to the gameplay. Alright, here we go. We are playing some Yorion Green-White Taxes, because I needed some taxes. Oh, man, this hand is beautiful. Let's pop out our companion here, because otherwise I will forget it. And the comments section will go nuts. Breeding pool for our opponent. Gilded Goose. Have not seen Gilded Goose. Well, Umber as well. What are we up against? Yeah, we're gonna play the Razor Verge Thicket. We're gonna play an Ether Vial. We're gonna pass it to our opponent and see if we get comboed out or something. I don't know. I don't know what is happening. I play a lot of Modern, but sometimes I just don't know what people are doing. Okay, Emery. Okay, so this is probably some sort of combo-ish deck. We're getting swords back. We got Bobble, we got Engineered Explosives, we got Whirza. Okay. Don't love all that is for sure. Gilded Goose creating foods. Alright, Emery says, shoot target artifact in your graveyard, you may cast that card this turn. We do have the path, though, so I think we'll probably be playing out Noble and also pathing Emery here. Field of Ruin, okay. We could get Stoneforge down, but I think we have to get rid of Emery. So yeah, so we're going to play out the Noble. Upkeep, stop, set. Actually, let's see. I guess. Okay, so we actually have to path it now because otherwise they can tap it in response. Okay. Get rid of it now then. Give our opponent some more lands. Why not? I'm going to pass turn. Oh, I did set the upkeep stop though. So there's that. Alright. What can you do with all your food and lands? Thopter Foundry. Do they also have the sword? Mystic Sanctuary. No illegal targets. Well, Thopter Foundry, not good. Not good at all. We need exactly Apparition here, I think, is the thing. Flicker Wisp. Does that do anything for us? I don't think so. Let's see. Do they have... They don't have it in the yard. So we've got that going for us. We can Flicker Wisp. What does Flicker Wisp do for us? Also just grab Yorion. Yorion doesn't do a whole lot here either. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna Flicker Wisp for no real value. We don't have a whole lot of options. I mean, we could save it. Do we save Flicker Wisp? Get him for one, save Flicker Wisp? I think maybe we have to. Like, we have to be able to Violin Flicker Wisp. But we can't even Violin Flicker Wisp, so I don't know if that's good or not. If our opponent just has Sword, there's nothing to do. So I think that means we just play out Flicker Wisp and don't try to like hedge it for the moment. Maybe that's wrong. We'll find out in a moment. We'll flicker out one of our lands here so we can untap it. It doesn't do anything, but sometimes it makes your opponent think. Uh-oh. Whir. To grab sword, untap, play sword. Go infinite. Okay. Okay. I mean, technically they don't actually get to go infinite here unless they also have Whirza that they can play. Spell Bomb. They reveal Emery? What? They didn't reveal a card? Oh, put it on the battle. Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay. Pfft, duh. Puts it on the battlefield. Alright, well. It is officially... Yep, they're gonna make some Thopters. So we need Spirit or Bust. Spirit or Bust. That's the only way that gets us out of this. And even then, we're not doing super hot. Even so. Yes, you create many tokens. Should probably just yield to this. Yes, use this ability. Yes, get Stoneforge out there. Yes. I guess we get our blue Thopters. I'm just gonna grab Batterskull here, I think. I don't know that matters a whole lot. We just need Spirit. Spirit, come to us. That is not Spirit, so we scoop it up. There's no way we're coming back from that. Our opponent just destroys us after this. So let's go to sideboard. And we need Revokers. And we need Rest in Peace. Do we need anything else? Even Mind Sensor, maybe? Just because of Whir? Let's see. They didn't seem to be running a whole lot of removal. Though they could be, potentially. What kind of Prince? Talia seems pretty good here. Maybe cut one Flicker Wisp. Cut the Mammoth. What else? What else? Path is necessary. I guess cut one more Prince. Cut an Archon. Yeah, let's run it like that. Hardest part about running Yorion is finding your sideboard cards is so much harder. So much harder. I would like to play first, though. Reveal Yorion. Aether Vial, Stoneforge Arbiter. We're going to keep it. It's not the most exciting hand, but if we get down Arbiter so they can't search, that might be something. But we have to be like weird with Stoneforge and Arbiter, so maybe we should look at this. These two. Snook over Plains, play an Ether Vial, and say go. Witching Well, sure. That is an artifact. It is an artifact. We also have Mind Sensor. Cast a Mishra's Bubble. Alright, take up on our vial here. Second Stoneforge. You know what? We can put down Arbiter now because we can vial in Mystic and keep up our lands. And this, I think, keeps our opponent from searching too much. Hopefully they crack a lot of fetches in this deck. We'll see. We'll find out. This vial is pretty much just going to rot in our hands, unfortunately. I don't think we're playing it anytime soon. Flooded Saurians. And an Emery, because why not? Okay, nothing too scary. Either Spell Bomb. Okay. Wouldn't mind a land here. Actually, wouldn't mind like Rest in Peace here. Take up on Biome. Another land is great. So yeah, we will play the land. We're gonna pay. We're gonna get in here for 2. Now we get to Stoneforge, paying for Arbiter at the end of their turn, or even Mind Sensor if we absolutely need to. Cracks the Bauble. They do get to play Bauble over and over again, so there is that. There is that. I wonder if they're running Luris as well. Playing the Spell Bomb. Ooh, okay, so if they try to bounce Arbiter, actually that'd be really bad because, well, they can't because they can't pay for anything right now. Okay, so we will pay for Arbiter, and we will vial in a Stoneforge Mystic. Let's grab a Batterskull. We gotta get the beatdowns. I guess maybe we should have gone sort of Fire and Ice. Yeah, we'll take it up to 3. Temple Garden. Okay. Temple Garden. What does that mean for us? Attack. And then for 2, got our opponent down to 16. Alright, so we can play out a Stoneforge. But then we'd have to tap, so we wouldn't be able to do anything with our current Stoneforge. So, let's see. So I think we'll just play this Temple Garden. We can play out our Ether Vial number 2, because that's what we really wanted. And then we'll pass it back to our opponent. Yeah, so they're going to return Arbiter to hand. And we're gonna do this. I guess we don't necessarily have to do this in response. But we are going to put an Aven Mind Sensor here. Well, actually we do, because then they could crack a fetch in response to our Ether Vial trigger, so yep. This is all fine. Our opponent doesn't get to crack, but it doesn't necessarily mean they find anything. Because they only get to look at the top 4. Oh, of course, they do find something. Alright, do they find 2 things? Fails to find a 4-star island. Okay, so we got rid of 1 land there. That's pretty good. Pretty okay. They're going to bobble again. We do get to get down battle, though, so next turn we're attacking in for quite a bit. So hopefully that means that we can just outrace what our opponent's trying to do here. Targeting us with the bobble. Alright, let's activate Stoneforge here. Would love to draw a Ghost Quarter. Alright, yeah, always yield. Yes. And no. Flicker Wisp. I do like Flicker Wisp. Okay. Well, let's get in there. Cancel. Oh, our opponent just scoops it up. Alright. Okay, let's do that in game 3. Do we want anything different here? I don't think so. I think we're fine with what we have. Alright. Game 3. A lot of path. 1 land. Stoneforge Mall. No, can't keep that one. We have an Ether Vial and a path. I don't know that we can keep this one either. We have to hope that we draw creatures here. We have a path for protection against like Emery. But this is really slow. I think we got a mulligan here. Okay, we're gonna keep this. Hopefully we get to keep our noble. We'll put away E-Witness and I think Stoneforge for now, because Talia actually hits their artifacts, which could be very important. Alright, let's see. We'll see. See if good old London Mulligan is kind to us. You gonna crack that bitch? Yeah, you are. Alright, opponent gets to draw a card with the bubble. Oh, Revoker's also really good. Okay, Razorverge Thicket, Noble Hierarch, and pass turn. Next turn we get down in piece, I think. Depends on what they play here. Oh, really? That hurt. So now we need a land. That's not a land. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Was not expecting Dismember. I was not. Yep. Crates of food. Okay. We have lots of lands. We have so many lands. There we go. Land. Yes. So I think at this point, let's see. So this can bounce a creature. So, like, Revoker wouldn't do any good. Talia's not necessarily doing any good. It costs them part of their next turn, but I think we just slam in peace. Hope they don't have a counter spell up. Okay. I always forget that that's an ETB. Alright, pass it back to our opponent. Combo is offline for now. They have ways out of this, though. Whirza, okay. Well, we have Path. And we have Skyclave. If we can draw another land, Skyclave can take care of Whirza. No, Stoneforge Mystic. Well, I think that means that we're just pathing Whirza here. It is pretty rough, but I think that's what we're doing because they have the Spell Bomb out. Alright, so we path on their upkeep. Not where we want to be. Oh, wait, can they... Oh, they can bring it back to their hand. They have to sacrifice their spell bomb to do so? That's probably worth it for them, though. I did not consider that. Well, we're going to attempt a path. If they bounce Whirza, they bounce Whirza. That gives us another shot at finding Skyclave mana. So, makes this construct a 1/1. They don't have anything else that they can tap for the birds. So they don't get to play Whirza this turn. Pithing Needle. Okay. What does Pithing Needle name? Stoneforge? Be annoying. Yeah, Stoneforge. Which we do have in hand. We do have a Stoneforge in hand. This also pumps up their instant speed stuff on the combat step. What just happened? Oh, they created a... Oh, I see. Okay, to pump up their thing. Sure. Alright, so I think we play land, tapped. We play Revoker. This is going to be a weird one. We are a little bit behind here. We're going to name Whirza High Lord Artificer. We're going to pass turn. We're definitely on the back foot a little bit. Opponent can play the Whirza, though. It does get them another construct. So nothing we can do about that. So we are going to need some more removal pretty quick here. Was not expecting the Whirza deck. I haven't played against this one in forever. Used to all the time. I would see it at our local FNM. But ooh, Collected Company could be really good. The problem is that we are very behind. We're very, very behind. Yeah, I mean, we gotta play... Because our opponent is gonna hit us for a lot next turn. In fact, we may even have to chump block, depending on if they get any artifacts at all. And unfortunately, Skyclave can't hit tokens! And the problem, too, with chump blocking is that even if we chump block... Like, they can make a... So they can attack... They can attack for 10 next turn if they have 0 artifacts in hand. Which is... not exactly the most likely of things. Polluted Delta. Okay. Well, we know one Garden Hand was a land. That's a good start for us. Just have another... Oh my god. Well, I think at this point... we gotta hit Coco. Our opponent attacks for 10 here. Attacks with the goose. I don't think we can block. Like we block, we die from Whirza. Or their other token that they get. So I think we have to take 10. Bird can make mana with 2. Okay, and they can't activate. So I think we're to not block because they can't activate anything. We're down to 10. Or down to 1. Let's see what we draw. Need a land. That is the opposite of a land. We are at 1 life, meaning we cannot survive an attack here. And that does it for us. Man, I did not expect to see Whirza, but here it is, back in the format. That's what I love about Modern. You never know what you're going to get here. Also, bringing in Rest in Peace means you should take out your Eternal Witnesses, in case anyone was wondering. Yeah. All right, well. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see ya in the next round. Don't worry about taxes. We're not down yet. We're not down yet. GG opponent. We'll see you next time, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Catch you later.
Thank you for watching High Ground MTG with co-hosts Kai Guy and Spiny Mouse. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click that like button, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future episodes of High Ground MTG. For even more videos, be sure to check out our playlists so that you can have the high ground.